Hi guys, this is Sherman Carlson. In today's video, I'm going to give you my review of episode 10 of season 3 of The Big Bang Theory. Corn G, and Bagelhood. So here we go, guys. I love this episode because, again, it's a two-sided episode.
I can't find anything playing right now.
It's a two-sided episode. So here we go, guys, with the first side. Penny seeks the help of Sheldon, which is pretty strange. But Penny feels out of touch with Leonard. Out of touch with Leonard regarding their romance, but not in the physical sense, not in the romantic, passionate cha-cha sense, but she's feeling out of touch with Leonard in the romance department by not knowing what Leonard does. What does he do? What does he do? So she has the tough and funny choice to seek the help of Sheldon. But Sheldon gives her trouble with one thing. Of course, Penny wants to know what Leonard does, but she doesn't want to know all about physics. But Sheldon gives her a road map. Gives her a road map. A road map to the current state of physics, which would be where what is Leonard doing right now in present day. And eventually Penny breaks down. Penny breaks down and cries, and she feels like she is dumb and stupid. Like unflavored popcorn. But Penny would surprise herself and basically everyone in the group, meaning Rod, Howard, Bernadette, Leonard, and of course your crazy teacher, Sheldon. But I'll just leave it at that. Meanwhile, on the other side, it's official. Howard and Bernadette are boyfriend and girlfriend. And with his own cocky, funny flair, Howard brings Bernadette into the group, into Sheldon and Leonard's apartment while they're eating takeout. Chinese food. And Howard introduces to Bernadette to the group. Technically, reintroduces Bernadette into the group, but face to face now, by saying, "What up, homies? What up, my nerd dizzles? Meet my G Dizzle, my girl G Dizzle." And Bernadette is so taken by Howard's funny cockiness that he says, Bernadette says, I don't have the street cred. I don't have I don't have the street cred like Howard does. So, but anyway, fast forward a little bit. Leonard, and Burnett strike up a good, friendly conversation, and basically Leonard says, "I'm working on this new project. Would you, Burnett? Would you like to see it? Would you like to see me working on my new project? New project as a friend?" And Bernadette says, "Sure, I would love to." And of course, Bernadette is a biologist, but she's not. But she's not into physics. But same kind of thing. But what Leonard did not know this, and neither did us, and neither, I guess, guys, we didn't know this about Howard. But Howard has a mean, jealousy streak, uh, a deeply hidden jealous side of him. So, so after showing Bernadette around Caltech, Howard and Bernadette sit with Leonard as he's eating lunch, and as soon as Bernadette says, I forgot to bring napkins," Howard turns his X-ray vision on 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 Leonard and says, Stop doing what you're doing." And Leonard is like, "What am I doing?" You're stepping, and Howard is saying, "You're," and Howard says to Leonard, "You're stepping on my Ken door," which guys, if you don't know what Kendor is the capital of Krypton. So, after saying that, even though Howard did not say it, I'm just paraphrasing what he said in my own way, my Superman way. Leonard says, "Okay, you're crazy." But soon, but soon, but soon, but soon, but soon, Bernadette would find out that, yes, your boyfriend, even though he has the street cred, the street cred, he's he's a deeply jealous bagel, but not just any bagel, not a normal tasty bagel, but a bagel with spicy rage, spicy pastram, a spicy pastrami bagel with rage with rage sauce. And here's how she found out. When Howard and Bernadette, well, Howard was trying to, you know, try to get Bernadette's top off. And sorry guys for being so descriptive, but yes, Howard was trying to get Bernadette's top off to do the passionate cha-cha, if you know what I mean. But but before he could do that, before Howard could complete his mission, his passionate mission, Bernadette's phone, she put it on silent, but she put it on vibrate for any messages, and she got a message from Leonard Leonard said in the text that basically Howard told me that I can't show you my project or hang out with you as friends because he's a total insecure pastrami bagel of a person. But before all of this happened, again Bernadette was introduced into the group, was introduced to our group of nerds by Howard. But she was about to make the biggest mistake of her life by sitting in Sheldon's spot. But surprisingly, Penny stopped her, and basically everyone said no. And then Bernadette said, "Why can't Sheldon find another place to sit?" And then Penny was like, "Well, that's Sheldon's crazy spot because there's a crosswind doesn't, like I told you in the first episode of season 1. So basically, guys, that's exactly what Penny said. But the surprising thing that Penny said was basically she was very detailed, and she got every big word, every scientific and Sheldon explanation to her that he basically gave her, Penny, in the first episode of season 1. And Sheldon was like, "Penny, you might not be so lost. There's still hope for you, Penny." So, going back to Bernadette. So after getting the text from from Leonard, Bernadette was like wanting to know the truth, and basically Howard was basically, no, I did not say that, but he was like saying yes, say like no with his words, but saying yes with his body language. And for a brief moment, then Bernard walked out. But before that, Howard and Bernadette were getting very passionate, and again they were about to do the passionate cha-cha, if you know what I mean, guys. Until Mrs. Wallet walked into the door and said to Howard, "Do you want some lamb stew?" some lamb stew, and Howard was like, Mom, Mother, or Mom, I'm busy. And Mrs. Wallace was like, with what? Busy with what? And Howard was like, I'm just busy. I would love some lamb, but not right now. So that happened before the tax, before Leonard's tax, and like I was saying, Bernadette ran out of Howard's house. Then 2 days later, Howard went to Leonard's laboratory or lab and said to Leonard, why did you text and tell Bernadette that I was talking about you? Because then Leonard was like, because wasn't it obvious? Mr. Hood Bagel, you basically said, I'm going to smoke you. I'm going to hood you, meaning beat you up like we do it in the hood. And then Howard was like, yes, I told you that because you were stepping on my Kendall, which is Bernadette. You were stepping into my Kendor. And but you didn't have to be so specific, and you could have just said, made up an excuse, but you had to be specific and detailed. Now Bernadette doesn't want to talk to me. I'm not even sure if we're broken up, but I'm pretty sure we broke up last night. But and this wasn't planned. Well, it was kind of planned, but not the second part. Bernadette was like, Bernadette did show up in Leonard's laboratory, and basically Howard was like, hey Bernadette, how you been? And Bernadette was like, good. I hope that this doesn't bother you, but I wanted to hang out with Leonard, one of my newest friends. Or does it make you jealous? And I hope it doesn't. And Howard was like, no. Let me explain to you. Let me explain to you. Yes, I might be insecure. I might be totally insecure and think that I have all the street cred in the nerdhood that we live in, meaning Sheldon, Raj, and Leonard, including myself. But yes, I get jealous. I have a jealousy side, but it's because of my insecurity. It's because of my insecurities and I haven't been jealous before over a girl. Over a girl. Uh, then Bernadette said to said to Leonard, or asked Leonard, what do you think I should do, Leonard? Should I give Howard another chance? And Leonard said, well, Bernadette, he didn't call my project or my experiment dumb and useless. Dumb and useless. Then Bernadette said, said, come here, tushy face. And then Leonard said, oh, that's going up on the Bluebird, meaning Twitter. Tushy face. And regarding Penny and Sheldon's teachings, Penny showed off her skills from learning from Sheldon's long path about physics. And she shocked herself, and again she shocked her boyfriend, who is Leonard, and obviously everyone from the group. And of course, her teacher, her crazy teacher, who was Sheldon. And with that surprising amount of corn knowledge, this is how this wonderful episode ends. Guys. So with that being said, guys, thank you for watching. Don't forget to tap that like button, and if you want to get updates about my latest videos like this one, don't forget to tap that notification bell. Now, if you want to expand your time here on my channel, don't forget tap that subscribe button. And with that being said, guys, thank you for watching. Point of order: if you see corn G, I mean by the G, Galileo. By the letter G, Galileo. So if you see corn and then G, or an emoji of corn and G, I mean corn Galileo. Corn Galileo. So with that being said, guys, thank you for watching, and until we nerd again, bye.